Alrighty, welcome traders. It is Monday, February 19th, 2024. I'm back after taking a handful of days off for some vacation last week. Just decided spur of the moment, you know what? We're having a good year. We had a good year last year. We're going to take some time and took 5 days off, traded from my phone slightly on vacation, but really was active and didn't pay any attention to really what the market was doing. And that's the great thing about the types of trades that we're putting on here at the Income Navigator service, and the way I'm trading is it's not short-term day trades, swing trades. I don't kind of monitor the market, don't really even have to look at it. In fact, we left at what, 4:30 in the morning on Tuesday. I didn't really look at anything. I didn't even bring my laptop. Was out and about, wasn't in a hotel room for most of the part of 4 days, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Came home late Saturday night. All I had is a cell phone. I checked in periodically just to make sure the market wasn't going to hell in a handbasket, and that's pretty much it. So the great thing about our trading strategies is you don't have to sit there and be tied and glued to a computer screen all day long. In fact, wasn't even making videos. I pre-recorded a video last week on the wheel strategy and why I really don't like the wheel, at least from a trading vehicle standpoint. If you want to go ahead and you can watch that, comment, whatever, on that trade, but it gives you a sense of what I'm doing. I don't really want anything that's going to make me have to monitor the markets daily to see what's going on. I have a good idea of what my positions are, and the markets would have to really swing wildly for me to even start to pay attention on it. And even though there may be some trade rules or some trade strategies where I want to take certain things off at 50 or 90 or 95 or whatever percent, you know what? If I miss it by a few days or a few percent, it's really not going to make or break a huge difference. And the great thing is that on my strangles that I close at 50%, I just sent a GTC order to close those, and had one close while I was on vacation, paying no attention. Just got a little ding on my phone saying that you just closed the trade for a winner. So it was a good thing to have. But we're back in the saddle. A lot of things going on in the market. Short day, President's Day today. However, we had a full, session, trading session that we did through Income Navigator service. I shared that with our members, spent about an hour and a half trading, even though the markets are closed. Another great thing about the fact that I only trade futures, I don't hold any stocks. The market was closed for stocks today, but it was not closed for futures. So we had a good, since about 6 o'clock last night, all the way through about 11:30 this morning, we were able to trade. And I did put a bunch of trades on, took some trades off this morning. So the thing I like about futures is, and you're trading almost 6 days a week, the ability to do that 23 hours a day or so, most of that time. So I think it makes a lot of sense to me to trade futures, besides just the leverage that you get in the products and the diversification that you can achieve by having a basket and not individual stocks that are subject to some guy saying something wrong and tanking a stock somewhere. You've got the ability to trade a basket of oil or a basket of just gold, not a gold company who could miss earnings, have an issue. You're trading just gold itself. I'm trading ES futures, which is the S&P 500. I'm trading 700 stocks. What one stock does doesn't concern me. I don't really care what one stock does. I don't care if Boeing is going up or down, or Microsoft's up or down, or Apple's up or down, or Costco or anything else. It doesn't matter to me. I don't have to watch it. I don't care. I'm trading a basket of 500 stocks, and then I'm trading bonds. So really, those are my big four: oil, gold, ES, which is the S&P, and bonds. And I throw in some copper and some NASDAQ every now and then to even it out. But otherwise, it's all pretty good that I don't really have to pay attention, and I'm not really worried about one guy somewhere or gal saying something wrong, doing something wrong, and getting an entire company in trouble. Don't like stocks, don't like the stock market, and I try to stay out of it. That being said, let's jump into the market here today, and we are only open a short portion of the day. In fact, I'm going to close my little window here so you can see the whole screen. And let's just take a look at what the markets are going. Profiled these with our members today, but if we take a look at ES, we've been in a solid weekly uptrend. We're in a solid daily uptrend. However, You've got MACD, RSI, and the squeeze momentum rolling over a bit. Short day today, so you really can't put a whole lot on today. Tomorrow will really be a bigger determining factor, but you've got a PSR bearish signal. It looks like we might be starting to run out of steam a bit on this thing. And with the weekly still strong, you could pull back, all the way down to 47.20 and still have a higher low on the weekly. We could pull back all the way to 49.42 and still have a higher low on the daily. So we can pull back, and it's not really going to interrupt our longer term trends, but I think this is setting up as something you need to be slightly cautious of here and getting long at the top. If we take a look at the NASDAQ today, pretty much the exact same thing can be said here. You are starting to fuss with this trend line here a bit. MACD, RSI, and the squeeze momentum on the daily all are rolling over here, showing that maybe we're running out of steam. We'll see. And if we take a look at the Russell, here's what I know there's a lot of lines on this chart. The Russell pulled back a little bit more today. It's had a pretty good run. It's in a long squeeze, breaking a little bit to the upside. I don't think you could hang your hat on anything that happened today, but you've got all of your moving averages stacked on the daily. This little pullback here is totally fine, in my opinion, and the weekly is getting long in the tooth, but I still think we can go a little bit higher. A pullback would certainly be nice here, somewhere to this trend line around 1970 or so. I think if we can come up down here and bounce, really give us some good momentum, but I like where we are on that. Let's take a quick look at VIX on the session today. It's not trading. Markets aren't open, so there's really nothing to divine from that. If we're looking at the US dollar on the day, nothing to take away from this. So really nothing else to look at except for the futures. So oil itself, pretty much a stagnant sideways day. Bullish momentum weekly, bullish momentum daily. We want to get long oil or get some trades on in oil. Gold here, having a decent little day today. Kind of mixed sideways action, a little bit down on the weekly, but overall still up on the monthly, up sideways to slightly down on the daily. There's not much to move here, except I just think sideways action is good. I like where we are. When you're close to this 21 EMA, sets up really good for strangles. We take a look at HG, copper. Weekly's looking mixed at best and just sitting around all of its moving averages. Daily, slightly up, moving upwards here. You got a PSR bullish signal that triggered on Friday. A little bit of weakness today. I like this strangle and potentially long for a 112 as well. So we tried to get a strangle on today, didn't quite get filled. And then if we take a look at bonds getting hit pretty decently. In here, bonds have been just moving down steadily for weeks now. You're in a pretty decent little downtrend. PSR bearish signal, MACD, RSI, squeeze, running out of momentum. Weekly, very negative. Daily, we're hitting some newer, fresher lows as we continue to move lower on bonds. Everybody that was all excited about TLT just going to the moon, okay, and got long. Well, now you're flat to down on it. You just got to wait things out and make the right plays. You can't just jump in and buy and get long. All right, so we're moving lower on bonds. Now we are heading below some of the moving averages on both the weekly and the daily. Even though we're in a downtrend, I'm not convinced that we're going, too far to the downside. So I'm going to be keeping an eye on putting strangles on or something on in bonds. All right, so there's where we are. I don't want to really jump into anything else since the markets were closed today. So let's take a look at our accounts. So having a good day overall today, up fractionally, up a little like $1,100 on the session, another new all-time high in the account. So 429,416 is a new all-time high. We're up between 7 and 8%, 7% on realized gains, 8.5% on the net lick. So right now, with the market up 5.7%, we're up 8.6%. So we're beating the market pretty severely right now by almost a 50% ratio. Don't expect that that's going to happen all year, although it might. I would expect to beat the markets, in my opinion, by somewhere between 50 to maybe 100%. I should outperform the market. That is my goal. BP usage did pump up. We did add some more trades today. So we did get long, or I'm sorry, get long. We did get in on 2 different trades. We put on some strangle trades today. Members got in on those. We're sitting at 49% buying power even after those trades. So perfectly situated for buying power. And we're doing great on the month. We're already half of our month is gone and half of our net profit, realized profit, is in for the month, and we've already hit our net lick potential, although net lick can always drop. This is our breakdown right now of the month. One long-term 112. We got some CL strangles, some gold strangles have closed, ES 112s. We also had some 112s and futures close. We even had a little bit of gain on a BA 112. Good ratio spreads, up about 1,000, down on some 0 DTE, and then obviously you're always going to be down on hedges. I mean, if you're ever up on hedges, life is really not going to be great for you. And then spec trades were up about $400 on spec trades. So we're right where we need to be, sitting at about a 94% return on our trading. If we take a look at the small account here today, eked up to another new all-time high. So we hit another new all-time high here. Buying power is really low. We wanted to get some trades on. We got somewhat filled, but couldn't get filled on everything. So we'll keep working to add some more trades here. We did close on Friday. We closed a trade for $205 winner, and we closed some more today for $269 winner. So we're up $448 overall in the month. We're almost at our 3% realized gain for the month. What did we close? We closed a naked put of a long-term 112 today. And then on Friday, we actually had 2 112 trades completely expire at 100% winners. We never closed the naked puts. We just didn't have, we weren't going to be trading actively because I was on vacation, and we were so far away on the naked puts with a week to go. There was really no sense for me to bother spending any money to close them. So 2 nice 112 trades coming off in the small account, giving us pretty nice gains. So far, we're doing pretty well with realized gains up 4% on the year. And we've neglected the account a little bit. We'll get back on it. And then if we take a look at the IRA here, we hit new all-time highs today, even though we had hit a new all-time high on Friday. So even while we're on vacation, not doing anything, we've got new all-time highs being hit in the account. We're up nicely, 2% on the year. Our goal is 1.5% a month. So I'm pretty confident that we're going to hit that coming up. The only loss we've had here is the PDS of a or it's actually just a long put. Just the long put of a PDS expired on Friday. We'd already closed the short put for a little bit of, we spent a little bit to close the short put. We made a nice trade out of it, and then we just closed the long puts that we had left on. So we had a nice hedge going. That's off. But new all-time highs. We're doing great here. So in pretty good shape overall on the markets. And again, you don't have to spend every waking minute of your day looking at what's going on. You can trade pretty easily. I'll give you a quick peek at the Income Navigator main trading account. This is what it looks like. What I like the most here is the fact that when you look at the capital requirements, we've got $51,000 in buying power on oil, 65 on ES, 47 on gold, 14 on copper, 6 on NASDAQ, and 54 on bonds. So if you look at the way this is configured, and you can go to the allocation tab here, I don't know if this shows up or not, if I have to reshare this. Let me see if I have to share, which I probably do. I mean, here's the allocation tab. right? 23% of our buying power, that's it. Only 23% of what we own is in the S&P. If you crash, black swan it, only 23% of this account is even in the S&P 500, is only tied to stocks. Okay? Almost 20% is in bonds, almost 20% is in oil, 17% in gold. You got 16% sitting in bill, which is this is our margin, by the way. These are all margin, not total value, but we got 16% sitting in bill, which is a treasury short-term ETF, and then fractionally 4% in copper and maybe 3% in the NASDAQ. So overall, very well diversified, in my opinion here, and is where we are. And I really like the way we've positioned this account to be pretty well diversified, and it's making money. The other nice thing too is if you take a look at this overall account, the delta is minus 28. So we have negative 28 delta. So our deltas are negative on this entire account. Most of that negative delta is coming from ES, but you've got a little bit of NASDAQ negative delta as well. So negative 28 delta. We're making money. Our theta is up at 1,079. So you're sitting at 25.25% theta. Good theta for where we are. We've got only 49% of our buying power being used. So we're sitting exactly perfect there. Negative delta. So if the market starts to drop, we're going to take advantage of that. And we've got plenty of theta to keep paying us while the market drops. So overall, I like the way we're positioned here. I think this is something that we certainly teach in the Income Navigator service is don't put all your eggs in one basket. Okay? Diversify not only by strategy, but you can diversify by underlying, you're going to diversify by expiration date, and you can diversify by strikes as well. So there's a lot of different ways to diversify. You don't need to be in 20 different stocks or 140 stocks, or mutual funds or whatever you do. You only have to be in, for me, 4, 5, or maybe 5 or 6. The core 4 futures, your oil, your gold, your ES, and your bonds. And then if you want to throw copper in there as kind of the 5th wheel, and then maybe NASDAQ is the 6th wheel, that's fine. But my core 4, I'm really happy where we are with those future trades. Well diversified, that's the key. A diversified portfolio, selling premium with great theta, negative delta right now, which is perfect for where we are, in my opinion, in an overbought scenario. I think we're in great shape. I hope this makes sense. If you like this video, click the like button down below. Let's get the likes out there. Let's get as many people trading better and helping their portfolios as we can. If you aren't subscribed to the YouTube channel, go ahead and subscribe, get the alerts, see what I'm doing. We got some new stuff coming out this week. I think you'll really like what you see coming out later this week. And if you're not in the Discord, go ahead and you can look down below, get the discount code, join up, and see how we're trading. We just added several new contributors as well. So you've got Igor and I running the service, sharing every single one of our trades live with you, tracking everything. I'm trading 3 portfolios, a large trading portfolio, a small account, an IRA. Igor's trading 2 different portfolios. He's doing one on span margin, and he's doing another one on PM for large accounts. So he's doing some unique trading there and adjusting. We got Joseph Puckett in there as a contributor. We've got Candy as a contributor as well. So Candy Recker contributing in this portfolio. And Rob has joined up today. We just had 2 more people go live there today. So we've got Rob, and we've also got Timur posting their trades, their plans live. And then, of course, you've got Stacy with her 25K account that she's running, and Eddie with his trading accounts, large, small. So you've got a number of contributors, plus a handful of members, Andy and Christoph and many others, posting their trades, sharing what they're doing live. It's a community of people helping others get better. And that's really what we want you to do, is get into a community where you're learning from a lot of different traders. Pick the strategies you like, build your own plan, and off you go. And we're going to start a new course this week, starting Wednesday. It'll be for the next 6 weeks. There's a new course for members on how to build your trade plan, everything from constructing the plan, what strategies to put in, your risk management principles, your hedging principles, how to track it, how to adjust it, how to run your portfolio like an actual hedge fund yourself. How do you build your own portfolio, manage it, run it for yourself, your family, and others? Hopefully that'll be a fantastic opportunity for traders. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Enjoy a great rest of your evening. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.